Yeah, it's interesting when you see really all the really nice pickup trucks everybody has here. And there's a lot of nice cars too. And I notice a lot of, because the prices are the same as they are in Canada, literally, because we've converted things. They're basically, they have all the same, like you said yesterday when we
It's the
were in
same thing in the
Island.
shop, in the supermarket. The freezer, it's just like looking in the thing
And yeah, in
in
Canada, all the
Guyana.
grocery stores in Canada, it's the same name
And then when
brands.
you work up prices, they're like same price. It's the
Yeah,
same price.
everything's the same price.
Come on, mate, gone this far. You did it. What we do. And no, like, thanks for waiting.
No,
Just completely blank look at it.
because he don't say thank you. There's no courtesy. It's funny. I notice YouTubers don't mention that they drive the same regular cars as everybody, you know what I mean, and have souped up pickup trucks and everything else. So, how bad are they doing if they could afford all of that? But they are crazy. Who was it? It was that my cough. It was that tour guide that we had that says they buy because they can afford it the American pickup trucks, but a lot and because of the roads and a lot can't drive. He said they get into a lot of accidents with them.
Hardware stores. We like hardware stores.
Well, it'll be fun when it comes to the day where we get to go into hardware stores here and get the house renovated.
Oh, yeah. Amazing.
I'm wondering I should hide my purse, my leaves, because you have a wallet and a backpack. Because that lawyer did say you don't wear gold jewelry here, and you don't really carry your handbag or a purse because it will be stolen. Well, go figure. The best chicken. Is it the no? It's hold on. It's the best chicken you've had. We know the first Chinese place that was that restaurant with the patio. You said the chicken was horrible, and didn't wasn't inside side the chicken was also not coming off or something. You
Oh,
were saying,
no, it was, yeah, it was cooked right,
mhm,
but it just wasn't falling off the bone plate.
right?
It wasn't too bad, but just not as good as the takeout Chinese.
But then you said also KFC here was the
Oh,
best.
yeah, KFC's got the best hot sauce ever.
But then she said the
I've never had it
chicken.
before. The chicken wasn't bad. Yeah, the chicken was pretty good. I've had KFC in Kerry twice. I'd always been disappointed. I don't know if I was hungry, but I wasn't disappointed. I was like, oh, this is okay.
I'm like,
Spicy.
yeah, I was thinking that too. I wonder which town we're in. But then look, you tried yesterday, what was it called? High wine?
Yep, yeah.
And remember Christmas list? Just him and his son were saying it was disgusting and horrible.
Yeah. I thought it was really quite smooth and nice for something.
Yeah,
Nothing's rocket fuel strong. It didn't even taste that strong, to be honest. And it wasn't foul. It was kind of smooth.
you know.
for 60% or something like that, which I don't believe, to be honest.
But you did get tipsy, so it could be. And it's a small bottle. It was a very small. It was tiny. We did get tipsy on it, so it probably is that. But that just shows you, like I myself, I wouldn't do a review on alcohol because I don't drink alcohol. I wouldn't even know. Every alcohol to me would be blah. So
when you have a nip of something, and you go, my God, it's so strong. So it wasn't even that to me. And it's just like smooth. It felt really, really nice. Frothy. In terms of the nicest thing I've ever had, but it wasn't bad. Consider it, either.
But I mean, I don't think YouTubers should do like sometimes, or you shouldn't have young people do reviews when you're not used to, when you don't know much about alcohol to say if it's bad or good. I mean, well, it's not. I wouldn't do a review because I don't drink alcohol, so I would say, anybody listening to me, I would say LB is lower hands. I would never tell anybody anything about alcohol.
I mean, all of the wines was all 3 different wines. They were all not one. They were all 2 of them. It's actually the same.
Yeah, well,
differently, but it's different. So that's still okay. Yeah.
Well, there was expensive wine, but we didn't mind
every time I've got an expensive bottle of wine, I've got a piece of the cheap stuff. But maybe that's just it.
I'm trying to see where in the world we are. I mean, it's beautiful, to be honest.
Yeah, it's still up this town.
I like this way better than Georgetown. Like, it's just nice and real. And,
well, it's better led to like kids.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Have a house in Georgetown.
But we can always take rides out of Georgetown.
Yeah, of course.
But this is kind of
very,
I'm
let him know across. Like a nice place.
Yeah. I can't believe all those other people were just, when you see a guy with a kid on it, be polite. Stop. The person go by, but all these, I've seen a few people on bikes. It's like drivers don't even care if people have their kids. That's, like you said before, I don't think they realize they're not being even courteous because it's just their way of life, not to.
It's like somebody dropped their hat.
Oh, really? Oh,
and they give it to them.
And they can even say thank you.
And they did. They even looked at me.
Yeah.
Felt like it was my job.
It was that lady.
I thought you might say, click and it's done.
It was that lady who had too much perfume.
Say this again.
Yeah, he's going after time to go. He wants to make sure those people stop too.
Yes.
Before they run him over. Okay, I think it's strong.
Go.
Mitsubishi truck.
Dr. Genesis. Diagnostic clinic.
And doctor of what?
It's one of the places where they crash their car or have an accident, and they just get out and walk away, and that's it. They never go back and just leave the car then.
Yeah, we saw.
The cars just get stripped.
We saw what they do, and it's someone in the parking lot yesterday.
Oh, yeah, the driver.
You just casually drive off the free.
Change their plans for the day.
They said they just and change their plans for the day. That was hilarious. There's just big of Jared stage.
Oh, that's very,
Really, almost. It says Karika's selling 3 kilometers.
bad. It's kind of shopping well.
Quite small.
But the thing is just walking.
That they color shopping all day there. But yeah, that's why today I want to try like they need local food with you. Wait, what? Oh, that Chinese place gave you that pepper sauce. Remember, it was so hot.
Yeah.
They've probably been a bit
Sweet. Well, the thing is, I like pepper sauce,
Yeah.
but once they've got flavor, they're not just hot. They're once just hot. You know what I mean? I don't taste anything, just heat. That's all I'm getting.
See, I would
So
think
you have to, mix it in ketchup or something. It's just hot. It's kind of defeats the whereas the other one,
the
shall not
KFC,
mention,
KFC packaged pepper sauce.
hot, but it's really tasty. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like they was thinking they want to know what I mean. It's hot and tasty. Really, really, really nice. Never thought I'd say that about KFC. Yeah. It was, oh, yeah. No,
Oh, else.
okay, I was for
Just rice.
that's you go run the bagels and the bagels
Cities to do their.
with the round up rivers.
It's sales.
Sequel.
Right here.
Yeah, plus.
Because they're gonna go. Let's get worse. Because I'll bring me at 5 seconds. It was. Oh, I think we're already in there because it says wharf. So we must pretty much be. I'm gonna say in curry. I also have to think paprika, potato, and then I grow curry. Yeah, although it was a great bus ride here, it's a more enjoyable ride when you drive yourself.
Yeah. And it's not.
There's a KFC, but we're not going to
I think
to you.
it's not like I'm driving.
You know?
Say the door a little longer. Everything will
Oh, we're gonna need. I have to stop for cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
Hotel and retreat. That looks sort of not my idea. I'm gonna tell a retreat.
Okay. Christ is the moon.
I was supposedly they're trying to come. It was Sunday for their Sunday market, but I wouldn't want to kill on Sunday because it's so packed. I hate it. I hate anything packed. It's so many people. Your destination. So basically, GPS is trying to say, you're here.
Which there's some cigarettes. The Guinness of the round. A TV show. TV James.
Probably. Was best. I figured destination just. That's really.
Oh, you can come out, mate. If you're coming out.
Oh, did you see that?
Here's got a wave.
He actually said
And a
thank
beat. Wave and a beat. There
you.
you go.
Thumbs up to these guys.
At the library.
Yes, we go.
Word away. Twist and front. Stick it where it's supposed.
Yes. Yes. First person. If it here's, I don't see where it says it here. It says I'm going to just. Look, the swallow in his house.
Perfect. I didn't want it.
I'm just saying that that's what it says. Zachary's variety store. That's variety store.
I see. Oh, man.
Okay, so we're driving back from Paprika, and there's this big truck here. And Wayne stopped being courteous at a pedestrian walk to let a woman walk. And I was trying to. Because I can't see the screen. But that big truck got pissed off and was honking because he stopped to let a lady walk by. Right? That is how non-courteous people are for themselves and for pedestrians. I find that sickening. Right? A little bit of courtesy, people.
Yeah, it was the brain dead.
You know?
Driving.
But there's so many of them like that. And I know Diana wants to open up for tourism. If you want to open up for tourism, the whole country has to learn to be courteous. Not just to tourists, but learn first to be courteous to each other. Because tourists aren't going to want to come if there's that hostility here. Hi.
Having a nose. Hello. I'll bite your hand off. Bite your hand off. Oh, that's the left a bit, right a bit. Look at the nose, the breathing nosy thingy closes. And I want to breathe out. I don't know. It's almost mechanical. Get pushed in by school kids, watch out. You know, assault us, ganging up.
They're actually really docile and look, he popped up right here, and I thought,
Hey. Hello.
They should clean up some of the rubbish here, though, to be honest. Okay, there must be a way to get over this. Oh, is that nice? That's cool. Right. I see. That must be the bigger area because I see. What would you call those tents up that way? I am totally wondering. This. I know when they say come here after 5 or 6, it's quite. I have no clue what you see. Okay, do we go over here? There's some ministry sticker on his truck. Yeah, they need to pick up some rubbish here. It's all like recycled, all water bottles, and it takes away. My question is, what's he doing with all that fish he's catching? Yeah? GPS tries to take you right into the hotel. I see them breaking road laws. Harlequin Romance Sports Bar. I see a Guinness sign. Is that Guinness or what? Oh, it says El Dorado rum. What's this? And it says Indigenous Touch. I wonder if they have a season. Hold on. This is like what? February. So that probably means it gets hotter here, I think.
Just know that this is supposedly the dry
So, does that mean it's hotter or? Oh. Okay, so this is the seawall. This is their seawall then, this big wall. And these are vendors.
People must come down here at night.
Bar? Oh, that's a bar. Okay, park at the side here. Let's walk up and you can have a Guinness because that's cool to have a drink in one of these places.
Strictly no vending.
My hair, I should put it down. It looks better in pictures. My hair looks better in pictures down. I need to put it down now.
I like it.
Looks pretty cooler, doesn't it?
It does.
Except for the garbage over there, which they can
Oh my god.
pick up, you know. How about it?
Yeah.
They could definitely do something about cleanup.
It's dirty. It's like mud. Oh, look at the boats. They're battered steel shit, steel boats.
They must be quite old as well.
Interesting to see what the tide's in.
Over here. Here.
Grab one. You want some?
Hold on.
Sure. Anybody else?
Yes, the last one is fine. Thank you, love.
2 more, please.
Oh, look at the dog over there.
Oh yeah. No mango though.
Mango going right now in the front.
We hit mangoes ourselves. River Cuba. Everything was mango.
Good morning. Morning. Morning, Auntie.
Morning. There goes the plant. Let's get on the floor. Who got money? Alright, can I have everyone's attention right at the head of the pond, please?
Okay, bang, chat and quick, chat.
Just beyond these Indian almond trees.
There's a sign, no trespassing private property.
Let's stand on that.
Some being there, some there, some. Auntie, do you share anything for Valentine?
Alright guys, just gather around here for me please. So welcome officially to Fourth Island. This was once the Dutch capital of this wonderful country we now call Guyana. It was also called Flag Island, not Fourth Island, during their rule. Now this island is not that large, it's about 3 miles wide and it goes about 2 miles deep. Got some 5-finger growing on the tree there, nice. And it's a very fertile island as you can tell, alright? So it wasn't too large like Hog Island, size of Grenada, but imagine having a small group, small military. You can easily go take that island and say, yeah, we own the biggest island in the river, but how do you protect it? You're now vulnerable. You can have other people coming onto that island from all sides and you wouldn't even know. You'd be the last to know. So it wasn't the best idea. So they chose an island a little bigger than what they came from. This is the second major place that they occupied, but still big enough to expand, small enough to protect it. Now as you came off the ramp, you notice there's a wall that goes left and right around the island, just like the seawall we saw before. Now this chunk of wall here, this wall that's still in place, is the original Dutch 283-year-old wall that is still serving its purpose as river defense against the full force of the Atlantic and the Essequibo River. So the Dutch knew what they were doing, what they built was built to last. Now there's a large group that already went to the fort, so we're going to go to the court of policy, their capital building, and then we're going to go to the fort after. Right? So right this way. Now, the Dutch didn't leave any landmines, but the cows that roamed through this morning did, so please watch your step.
Oh, look at that building. What that looks.
Alright guys, we're going to come right
Hey,
through the
looks
gate
cool.
and then we'll do a little explanation, then we'll go into the building together. You want to go in there? You don't want to go in? You want me to help you tell all these people what this building is about?
Trying to shade you.
Thank you.
There's a bit more shade there.
You're on vacation. Alright guys, welcome to Fort Zeelandia. So this is the second official Dutch fort in Guyana's history. So if you look at the building itself, you realize that it's not completely intact. And there's a unique reason why. Now before we do that, this one is even more amazing. So if you look back where we came from, there's a lot of fruit trees, a lot of vegetable plants, a lot of coconut trees, very fertile land, right? That jungle looks knowing. But look at this jungle beyond this building. Looks like a very different jungle. Looks a lot wilder, less friendly. Wouldn't want to get lost in there. Jurassic Park vibe. Now, what that tells you off the bat is the elevation and the soil type changes from this point, from this bridge. Now, back in the day, this would have been a drawbridge, not a concrete bridge. So it would have been attached to chains on a pulley system, and they would actually pull it up. And you had the full force of the Essecobo River passing through here. So that kept enemies at bay. The name Zeelandia means sea land. So just like villages, we saw Zeeland, Zeeburg, those are sea community, sea village, referring to the ocean. Now, this fort, they call it Zeelandia because it's a massive land that's partially or completely surrounded by water. Even back in the Netherlands to this day, the third largest city in the Netherlands is called Zeelandie. And the capital of Zeelandie is called Vlissingen. Vlissingen Road, where Wendy's and KFC and those places are. So they recycled names, brought them when they had in places of importance. In Suriname, there's a Fort Zeelandia as well, completely surrounded by water. They created a dam around that fort. Now, this jungle is in swampland. These large palm trees to the left and right and in that grove over there only grow where there's a lot of mud, swamp and water. They like that kind of terrain. So from that front part, you can see that there's no more coconut trees back here. There's no ite palm going back in that direction. That is a mixture of clay and sand. Very good for agriculture, very aerated, very fertile. This is just swamp, muck. Not very easy. But why do you think the Dutch would take the swampiest, lowest part of the island to build their main form of defense? Any guesses? Yeah, the tree line forms a bit of a barrier protection. Remember, they had to clear a lot of this jungle too. But the main reason this is easier to dig into. Digging into hard clay by hand, not fun. The mud, they want as many layers on a fortress between you and the enemy. So look at all of these dividing walls. This was the most important part of it, called the armory. So that's where you had the barrels of gunpowder, all the weapons, the cannonballs, the guns, and so on. So you wanted to make sure nobody could shoot it, nobody could throw some dynamite at it, no water from the river can get to it. That was the most secure complex. See how many walls between that and the armory. Look inside the armory, you'll get a chance to go inside of it just now. It's double layered walls all the way around to make sure that nothing and nobody got inside there. Those openings had steel shutters. Nothing was getting in there. Now the main fort itself got this damage because it was started building it in 1738. It took a while to get those bricks all the way from Barbados to here. And the British were the ones making bricks in Barbados. So even though they had a few, they still had to buy from them. Bring them over here, recycled some bricks from Kaikovra, brought them over here. And then in 1744, said that the building is now complete. They had about 30 to 35 troops here at any given time. After the Dutch left here, The British used this, the French used this, the Portuguese used it, and then it just got left abandoned. You don't really feel comfortable in somebody else's home, right? Especially when it wasn't designed by you the way you wanted, the way you are comfortable. So for over 100 years, this fort was left abandoned. People, this is not the original floor. The original floor actually cracked and got destroyed, and they had to build a new floor on top of it. Morning. The original foundation actually had an area underneath it, like a dungeon, which was the original prison before the court of policy was created.
Inside.
Nobody's home, I promise you. So you see, it's not a very massive structure, but this took thousands of bricks. Maybe one day when I'm bored, I'll actually count it and see how many bricks are left here. But you had this main area that was a floor a bit lower than this sub-basement area. You have these holes. That's where the fin bunker cannons that they had for defense were dragged into position. So they would drag them up to these holes, and if you're an enemy ship trying to shoot back, you have no target. You aim at a little gap in a little hole. So it was like a defense center.
Wow. That's definitely. A what?
Cigarette.
You don't smoke cigarettes. Whenever last time you tried one, you're like, so, what do you think of this one so far, this excursion? Because what was it? It was 100.
Let's see what we've done, and we need to do, you know, the end up.
Yeah.
You know.
It's.
I'm really pissed off that I've ruined this shit.
Oh no. This one was 160 because it's their Valentine's one. This is what I have to say. The difference is they stick these
What's that Canadian?
the-
160
160 US.
US.
Yeah, per person.
How, yeah,
It's-
they also bring a lot around.
Yeah, it's worth it. The price is worth it.
I think it's. Well, I thought this.
Yeah, no, me too. And the price is worth it. 160 US.
I'm not.
I want to do the ATV one
I need finding out about the history and stuff myself a bit. So.
because he's. I mean, I've just from reading, he's incorrect in some of the things.
Well, I was dying to say. Hang on a minute. The Dutch had the idea.
They-
The
they-
British
they
had to
s-
come on and
They,
save
the
them.
Dutch, the Dutch started it, and where's it? What did I read? They started building, but it was failing.
The dike, yeah, the dike.
Yeah, it was the dikes were
I
failing,
just think of loads of
and
lesbians. I almost said dykes.
but the dikes were failing, so the British had to come in because it wasn't working right. But even when he said, I don't think this is a military building.
Well, it was fortified.
It was fortified.
It had metal doors to stop the cannonballs. And I'm like, it's a military.
Yeah, and they executed
We used
people.
to execute people in it.
So
I just think,
yeah,
military.
it's
was yeah. Yeah, and that building was built for a rich.
but I do.
When he sort of excluded it completely from military. This is a fortified building.
Well, What,
know what it meant.
what those? I was like, it's so funny because I heard what she was selling it to everybody else for 100, and then we got there. She goes 200, and I'm like, and I knew I was like, if I didn't want something to like,
Because we're not local.
yeah, and I wanted chips really, like I wanted something we haven't eaten. So even though I knew we were ripped off, I was like, okay. But I was like, yeah, the dog, because it had no, she should have put salt or something. It had no taste. But he was happy. And I'm glad. Oh, she was happy, which was good.
The guy said, don't be friendly and all that, but he likes to see you go.
And he likes the dog.
Sees you off and go on, get up my hand.
All those, it's so funny because he says the dog always goes off to the wharf to see people off. Everybody was like, but why is the dog following those two and not us? And then they walk by because those two are feeding him. I'm thinking, well, you greedy people, you were buying food and not feeding the hungry dogs. You know what I mean? It's a nice island. Oh. They're a little bit, and like everybody else I see on the tour talks, but okay, those two, that couple, like how people are talking, they just keep talking about everybody. I'm like thinking, two are like I'm sorry, but they're sort of yeah, they're not like they just like two are going on like everybody, but everybody else is like pretty, things. Even that lady, okay, she seems pretty nice. And that goes. You remember on the bats? I think she played my.
Oh, yeah, that wasn't died last year. It almost like she went.
Yeah, but she said my husband died last year.
And then she goes, you know what happened after that?
Yes,
She's there with a woman.
That's funny. I couldn't.
And she spoke to her.
No, she seems nice. She's the one who's her family member. I don't know if it's her daughter, niece, friend. And I saw her. It was always taking selfies of herself, like she relaxed. Some other girls from another totally could take something of her doing some birthday, and I could see her. Someone would go by and go. So she's right. Oh, it's funny.
Not an easy passage. Waterfalls, rapids, wild animals, miners. Not really an easy trek. This prison was created all the way back in 1842, and it's still active in 2026. Holds 219 male occupants. Now there's a recent expansion done at the back of it. You'll see a new wing as we go past. I'm not entirely sure what that new capacity will be, but the original structure until last year held 219 inmates. This is our maximum security prison. So anybody here is of high profiles, murder, rape, major crimes. Alright? Now this could be anything from a life sentence to 50 years, 100 years, whatever it may be. I'm not going to take you guys there because they might find me and not want the tour to continue. Now, if you see where the tower is and that water tank, that's the main holding facility. So you're probably thinking there's not many fences, it looks pretty open. People can escape pretty easily. What kind of prison is this? This river here is the combination of three rivers, exactly where they merge. So the current in this river might not look like much. It's not a fun swim. I've done it. It is not easy to somebody that's not trained to do so. So imagine being a prisoner, not eating properly, fighting every day to survive, and then you gotta try and swim this. Not fun. Going out into the jungle, you've got jaguars, you've got anacondas, you've got caimans, you've got gold miners that don't like people snooping around their mine fields. So they have armed guards around their perimeter. You got multiple Coast Guard and military outposts in this region. So the handful of people that have escaped usually don't make it past 2 or 3 days. And they usually don't get brought back here. They get sent to the morgue. All right? Because anybody that's escaped from here is considered armed and dangerous. So they're not looking to apprehend them. They're looking to get rid of that problem, neutralize that issue. Now, in 1950, the name changed. The original name was Her Majesty's Penal Settlement. It was a British prison as a British colony. So in 1950, between 1950 and 1960, it got renamed after the river, Mazaruni Prison, Mazaruni River. All of this over to the left is part of Bartica as well. So Bartica covers over 16,000 square miles across this area. Mainland, river.
I can't see anything.
Okay, so that we're doing a review on the the second Indian restaurant we went to after, we came back from the tour.
Mm-hmm.
So, your feelings on it?
Well, I thought we'd forgotten about us because it took ages, and the woman couldn't speak English. Well, she couldn't speak English to us, but seemed to be speaking English to everybody else
Yeah.
who was serving us. She went to get assistance to understand what we said, but when she went to the guy for assistance, she spoke to him in English. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, that was weird.
And then we took ages to get anything, and even drinks. That's what it was. When she come back, she said, "Can we have drinks?" And then she went, basically give us the "I don't understand," and then went and spoke to the other guy and said they've got no drinks in English. That was something like that, anyway. And it went from there and just got worse.
No, but remember when we did ask for our drinks, the guy came to us
And without even listening to us, he goes, "Oh, that's free." Remember some sort of appetizers they gave? And we they weren't even asking
that's
if it was
complimentary.
free.
Like, great. So what? I mean,
We were talking about our drinks. That to me is the meeting, thinking first thing we're like, why would we care about if it's complimentary or not, or if we had to pay for it? That was belittling to me. That's what I thought. And then all those people, like we waited for so long to be seated, being ignored. And then after all those people who came in way after us, half an hour more after us, and they got served at the same time, even
it got served before.
yeah, even you're right, even got served before us. So I would give them an absolute 0 because customer service is just as important as anything else. Don't you agree?
And then when they did serve us, there was things missing.
Yeah.
Which they got to us when we were just about to leave.
So yeah, won't be going back there again.
How much is that? I wonder, 520. Oh, here we go. I'm trying to think the conversion rate. A price of it? Yeah. 580. It's, I don't.
Currency converters disappeared.
The what?
Currency converter. What?
I don't even I do my own. Okay, I'm gonna have to take home some of this Chinese seasoning. See how that tastes like. So like that. Yes, but what the hell? I don't know. I'm gonna when we go home, I'm gonna try that. Just to see. Yeah, it's closed and it's not meat. So they do opposed to it's not yeah. It's not meat and it's closed. That's pretty good. If it's $4 that they want to try for you. Okay. It was the 580. Well, everyone.
That'll do.
Okay. Try that.
There's less.
I'm an Indian. She's an African. She's an Amerindian. She mixed up our kind of fashion, and we all are friends. Please, please, please stop racism. It's one people, one nation, one destiny.